Hey guys, back again. I've got Kyle from Eden Valley Prouduce, and we're down here in southern Utah. It's time to start planting again. So I got with Kyle, and we were talking about getting soil ready. And anyhow, Mr. Kyle,
Yeah.
are you excited for another sunny summer in southern Utah? You're going to be sweating like a fat kid in a candy store here. And I can't believe how hot it is. My gosh, can't wait to get back up in the mountains and enjoy some snow and some pine trees. So what are we growing? This year?
We're growing lots and lots of tomatoes. We'll do some heirloom carrots and beets, some multicolored pole beans for market also. But despite the fact that it's hot right now, it got down into the 30s last night, and we're not quite out of the woods in terms of the threat of frost. So we'll start planting. We'll start taking everything out of the greenhouse and start planting on Friday.
Awesome. So perfect timing. The growing season is my growing season isn't going to show up for probably another month and a half, but my growing season is actually about 15 minutes long up there. So this is exciting. Tell us the name of your channel again, so we can
Eden Valley Prouduce Co.
That's awesome. So folks, go check them out. Great channel. A lot of great information. When I've got questions in regards to planting and anything as far as putting it in the dirt, Kyle's my man to go to. So follow along with him. He's got some great information, good stuff. So, Uncle Kyle.
Yes, sir.
You're my favorite farmer in the whole world.
Thank you.
Everything I learned it from watching you. Tell me, give us a backstory. What got you into farming? What is it that you love about farming? Give me some information.
So, I grew up on a truck farm in San Diego County, California, and then I worked for a real estate investment trust when I got out of college. And in the recession, it went bankrupt, and I kind of thought that I would probably dance with the one that brought me. So, I started growing vegetables on an acre, and we were up to 95 at one point, and we're down to farming 20 now, but yeah, we're still plugging along. We grow a lot of vegetables. We grow mostly heirloom vegetables because there's colors and tastes and textures that I can grow that people can't get in the grocery store, so they like it a lot.
Who's your biggest customer? Who are you selling to?
We've sold to a bunch of restaurants, food trucks. There's a co-op of CrossFit gyms in Las Vegas that we sell to. We have a farmer's market stand. We have a U-pick garden, which generates some business there too. Yeah, we want to grow. We can't do the commercial conventional thing. We're not big enough. We can't make it cheap enough, and so we have to do something different. And what we lack in quantity, we make up for with quality. So we try really, really hard to be scientific about growing the most nutrient-dense produce in the world, and I think we do as good a job or better, and I can say that confidently because we measure the dissolved solids in our foods. We do that as good or better as anybody else on the planet.
What kind of challenges do you have growing here in southern Utah? You know, I've got my challenges trying to grow with a short growing season up in the mountains. What are your challenges here in southern Utah that you face trying to produce those vegetables?
Growing season's hard here too. It's not California where you can grow grass on a fence post. We typically plant around Memorial Day. I think we'll probably get away with it a few weeks early this year, and then we get frost in October. So growing season length could be better. Fertility is not bad, believe it or not. We have a lot of salt in the soil here, which binds up nutrients, and so you have to add organic acids to the ground to break up and free up the nutrients for the plants to use. But it's pretty fertile ground. We've got lots of rocks. Again, the weather. 3 years ago we got hailed on in July, which virtually destroyed things. So yeah, there's kind of the typical challenges, but it's really cold in the winter and it's really hot in the summer, and those extreme weathers can be different.
So makes sense. All I've got is cold. Yeah. I don't have to deal with this cold. You've got hot and cold to deal with. Kyle, what are you doing on the animal side of things?
So we have sheep, and I kind of like tinkering with animal genetics. So we put merino, which is a great wool sheep, genetics into Suffolk sheep, which are a production meat breed. So we've got Merino Suffolk crosses, and then we just got a Tunis ram, which is like the Kobe beef of lamb meat. The same breed that Thomas Jefferson used to raise at Monticello in Virginia. We just got a Tunis ram, so we're going to breed our Suffolk Merino crosses to a Tunis. So hopefully we'll have great meat quality with the Tunis, great meat production with the Suffolk, and awesome wool with the Merino.
I'm excited. Will you save me some of that this fall? Because I'm going to need to store it away in the freezer.
We got some pastured pigs, which are delicious. They're happy, they're healthy. We buy some day-old calves from the dairy to bottle feed. We do a little bit of everything, really. Turkeys, chickens.
Good variety. What would you recommend for me up in the mountains as far as animals? Give me your 2 cents on trying to raise animals in that harsh environment at 6,500 feet.
I think that in the summer months there is going to be the potential for far more success in terms of their health than we can have down here, because the grass is green and it's tall and it grows fast in the summertime. And I think looking for animal breeds and species, frankly, that convert feed really well is important, because in the winter times you're going to have to buy it. Yeah.
Well, I think that's great advice. I've got that question in the back of my mind of what can I get so that we can put them out to pasture in the summer for those few months, but they're going to have to live in the barn most of the winter, and maybe I just need to skip the barn in the winter and just pick them up in the spring and keep them all summer, and then put them in the freezer in the fall.
Poultry are great production animals because they don't take a long time. There are breeds of turkeys that grow really quickly, and they'll do wonderfully on pasture, and then you can put them up before the snow falls in the